Hi, everyone. Welcome back. So we have a special treat today because today is Meghma's going to give her channeled reading. And I don't know about you, but I find her work so amazing when she channels. So let's dive in and see what she sees for this. What is it going to be for the week, for the day? Just the prevalent energies.
The prevalent energies and basically what's going on in the collective currently and what the spirit, our higher self, wants us to know right now.
Ooh, gave us a card.
Yes, it's a very, very strong card. Oh, interesting. Okay. I couldn't help but today we have like 5 cards instead of 3 because I needed it for the message to be clear, but these are like big energies and big changes. Let me go over them one by one. The first card that just came up when I was shuffling and posed the question, what our higher self wants us to know right now, is the Hierophant. And this is the card of spiritual mastery and wisdom and operating from that higher perspective. And this is more like mind over matter. Like you see through the lower levels of reality, which is, just survive and keep up living, go day to by day to day and stuff, and all the chaos that is happening around in the world. This is time to see through all that and look for the messages as the wisdom and the healing that is being offered to us. And this is what we are just observing in the collective. But those who are receiving this reading, for you, this is a confirmation that you have stepped up to a level of perspective or understanding of the world that gives you that power to change it, to see through the actual works of how it is happening. So this is a lot of spiritual mastery over material ways of thinking or doing things. Then immediately we have again the 10 of Cups. With this cup, this card just represents like ultimate happiness. And we know that with Venus stationing with the sun right now, there is a lot going on with relationship and what they bring for us, or what we bring to them, and what it creates basically in our life, and what the kind of support, safety, love, or acceptance that we are creating through our bonds. So this way, the spiritual mastery is also about being very attuned to your energy and what you want to create, and then operating from that clarity, which then brings us to creating relationships that reflect that level of understanding and mastery of ourselves. Right after that, when I was like pulling the last and third card, it came up to be 5 of Cups. And I didn't want to like end with the warning or a card like this, so I pulled 2 more. But this is basically telling us what can hold us back right now is we focus too much on our losses or reminisce about the past and keep wishing like, I wish it was different. What if I would have done like that, maybe it would have been different. So like clinging on to what is lost can keep what is coming. If you see the 2 cups behind the person, he's too worried about what is spilled or where he got hurt, and so what's coming for him, the partnership, the happiness, this harmonious synergy, he misses that. And again, this is simply a message of where you put your attention and energy, that grows and becomes your reality. So, and Spirit is saying that you probably don't even need this reminder right now, because you have reached that mastery within yourself, and this is what is creating again a lot of balance in your physical life. This is 4 of Pentacles, which is all the pillars of your physical experience, be it relationship, your health, your career, or money, and the place that you live, everything is falling in a way that support each other, that creates a, a system that is going to help you create this bigger reality. So there's a lot of expansion, and what we are doing right now through this spiritual wisdom and like tweaking our reality. And by tweaking, I mean controlling or changing the way or the amount of energy and the kind of energy we put in different aspects of life. So these little changes that we are doing, depending on what we have learned in the past few months, is expanding our reality, making much bigger. So Spirit is also saying keep tending to those pillars of your physical reality, because you need them to keep this stable, keep this wholesome and in one place. And finally, because I was a little worried about what does the Five of Cups mean, the deck and the Spirit just tell me this is just a beautiful new beginning. This is better than what you could ever imagine. This is like a gift from the universe, and this is like so much more pure, powerful, intuitive, and in sync with source. This is like so good, like I can't even put it in words, like, but if you can feel it, you feel it. Again, did you see the 4 flowers here? It's very important to like balance out different things. Yeah, and this is also reminding me of the 4D, the fourth dimension. So there is a lot of graduating. So many of us already operate from 4D, which is time is a malleable thing. You can change it, you can work with it, speed up or slow down, and you understand that is not just the hours on a clock, it's a different element to the existence. So, and I feel for a lot of people receiving this message, it is going to be a complete shift where the rushness of what society puts you into, or that anxiety around when your manifestations will come and stuff, it will stop all those anxiety and doubts, because you will understand better and see it more clearly when something is working out for you, and your confidence and conviction in what you're manifesting and the work you're doing is going to solidify and totally change the game for you from now on. And so it is.
Oh, that is awesome. What a great reading. And it's amazing because it speaks to so much that we've either written about in our book and we describe in our book, or that we've been talking about over this last week or so. Oops, what's that card?
I was kind of technically putting the deck back, but it happens a lot. Like there are more messages coming, and it's surprising to see like we have such big cards, like the major arcana, so the Hierophant, the Sun. These are all big changes, and then again we have a 10 of Swords. Again, a card of feeling very overwhelmed and pinned down, and there is no way you can get up and move forward. So I think what a Spirit wants me to tell, that there could be people in this transmission who feel that way, feel exhausted, actually don't see a way forward, when what is being asked for you to do is just focus on releasing that heaviness, that energy. You don't have to shift anything in your physical reality. For example, if you're feeling overwhelmed and you are trying to do more work, get things more done, it is going to pile up. It is not going to change anything. So this is our time to really look at our day-to-day occurrences in terms of energy and deal with it in terms of energy. So if there is heaviness right now, you cannot add more pressure to it and and expect it to become lighter. You have to focus on lightening it up, you know. So if you're feeling burdened, and how can you lighten your burden, and which is also said in this card, which is the Lovers, which is finding those partners in your life. This could be a romantic partner, but it could be also someone very close to your heart, someone you trust completely, understand, gets your soul. It could be a platonic relationship as well, like me and Leah, but uh, this card is like, you know, hang on to those bonds, and those bonds, the people in your life will fill the, you know, hole in your heart, will help you ease out the pressure and the pain. So that's how you do it. Reach out to the people that you trust and feel close to. And then it again brings us back to the 10 of Cups and the relationship part. So maybe you also might find that some relationship are no longer aligned with you, and that can give rise to that 5 of Cups, that the feeling of loss and feeling of defeated kind of energy. uh, but again, it's about stepping back in, looking at it in an energetic way, and seeing it through, that what is falling out and how is it working for your favor, and then finding what doors are actually open for you, because there are. You just have to look for it. Universe never ever does with anybody that all your doors are closed. When one door closes, they say many others open. So look for that, shift your attention and share the burden. Let your uh, soul family help you out to ease the pressure if you're feeling like this.
Oh my gosh, yes. And it's so funny because I can relate to those two cards very well. That young man who was, you know, hunkered down and bemoaning the spilled cups and not seeing the full cups behind. And then feeling, you know, just so like attacked and overburdened with the swords pinning you down. And what I want to say is this: for those of us that are old light workers that have been here countless hundreds of thousands of times, even, we have a lot of memories of being deceived and being betrayed and things not working out, that even if we don't have pictures of them in our minds, they're this type of pain and fear and mourning and loss is like this nebulous cloud around us that it has a tangibility. It is an emotional tangibility. And so we're walking in this cloud, those of us, and some of us have had that repeated because this lifetime was also very, very hard at the beginning. And maybe it still is. My point that I want to talk about is that I have been able to not only survive, but thrive, despite the fact that, yes, I carry this wounding, this heaviness, this pain inside of me. And it's almost like a duality, right? That you're going to shift gears, you're going to have your consciousness travel to someplace else, right? So you can either go to a snow globe, which is, you know, like an encapsulated winter scene that if you shake it, the wind is howling and the snow is blowing and you're freezing. Or you can consciously switch and go to a beach globe. And of course, these are just metaphors. Maybe you hate the beach, maybe you love the snow, you switch them. But the point is, invest yourself in positive memories. Invest yourself in creating positive memories, even if they haven't actually happened to you in this lifetime. Okay. Remember, what we focus on, as Meghma said, grows. So if you create an imaginal realm where you had that happy childhood and you had loving, supportive parents and you had that type of consistency and love and support, cellularly, you can bring that to yourself and you can feed yourself cellularly. Okay. And your body neurologically can't tell the difference. This is a proven scientific fact that neurologically, our bodies cannot discern whether we are just imagining something in great detail or whether we are actually going through it. And we all know that going through things takes their toll on us or adds to us, right? Well, it's the same thing when we imagine something in detail. And that is really how we begin to manifest anyway, is by imagining things in great detail. This is how we bring our vibrational alignment in tune with that and we start to manifest it. The other thing I wanted to say is, how can you feed yourself immediately when you're in those dark, tight, hopeless, helpless scenarios in your own mind? And how you can do that is go out into nature. Find yourself a forest with conifers, because remember that cedar trees give off a chemical that they use to cleanse themselves. So they emit this like gas and it sloughs off all of the crap that's been on them, that's accumulated. But it benefits us. That same chemical, for 2 hours, if a human being is exposed to it, it lowers your blood pressure for up to 2 weeks. All right. There are bacterium in soil that affects the brain the same way Prozac does. In other words, it's an antidepressant. So go and be in nature. Dig a little hole, pick up the dirt and smell it. Breathe it in, imagining it imbuing your cells with this resistance to depression, to disease. Call forth what you need from nature. It's always there for us. It is the only reason I survived isolated as a semi-lucid light worker through all these decades by myself, okay? Nature was my only source of nurturing, and it can be yours too, because the earth is all of our mothers. So
Yes, Leah,
thank
thank you
you.
for adding all those like practical suggestion on how someone can shift their vibrations through the medicine that is available to us. And I just want to like say that if you have like nobody that you feel trusted and close to your soul and heart right now, we still have that beautiful relationship with Gaia and planet Earth. And Leah and I are also starting a support group very soon, and we would love to hold that space for you as well. So if you are wanting to reach out but don't know where to go right now, definitely Gaia and Lightworkers Lifeline is here for you. So just reach out.
Absolutely. We love you. We go through this stuff ourselves. You're not alone. Okay. Not alone. We're here. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for the beautiful reading, Meghma. I love them.
Yeah.